Hi there, welcome back to JD Answers. Today I have the Pelsee P12 Pro 4K rear view mirror dash cam review. I'm going to show you all the features this dash cam has. I'm also going to go over the smart drive function on this one, which is the ADAS and the BSD. And stay tuned to the end where I'm going to show you some driving footage. This is a 12-inch full screen touchscreen. Now, this dash cam gets mounted around your rear view mirror that you have in your vehicle. And it comes with two straps that go over them. They're like rubber bands. You just strap them in there and it holds firmly against the rear view mirror. And then you have the dash cam on the side, which is the left side of the rear view mirror. And that one you could adjust to where you need. During the day, this dash cam is not, you cannot really see it too much because all the glare it has in the car, unless you have tinted windows, because my vehicle does not have tinted windows and the sun goes all through there. But the way I did it is there's a button underneath the rear view mirror dash cam, and what you do is you press it and the mirror turns off. The screen turns off and it's just like you have your rear view mirror. To me, I actually like that. That works great. So that's the way I'm using it. Because at first I was all like, well, maybe this is not too great. But when you see the driving footage on this, this is awesome. Now, you could still take advantage of the ADAS and the BSD smart drive function. And that's what I like. Now, this dash cam is equipped with the 4K ultra high definition front camera resolution. Now, the resolution is 3840 by 2160, which can capture details clearly like road signs, license plates, anything that you need. And again, the quality of the footage is awesome. Now, the front dash cam is 170 degrees wide angle lens, which you can easily capture up to 4 lanes. Now, the camera is adjustable once you have it mounted. Again, on the left side, it's pretty much just like the way I'm doing it right here is the way you position your dash cam. Now, I actually have an unboxing of this video, which I put a link on the top right for you on that. And it also goes over how to mount the dash cam. The rear camera resolution is 1920 by 1080p. And it's 150 degrees wide angle lens on the back. Gives you more than what you need. Once you get the rear camera installed, you could adjust the angles right on your screen. Well, the angles is up and down. That's pretty much what you need. And it's pretty much just touch the screen and you can move it up or down to get it to the position where you need. Now just remember, if you install the red wire, you could actually use this as a backup camera function. Now, even though if you turn the monitor off or the screen off, when you put your car in reverse and the red wire is installed, it becomes your backup camera and the screen does turn on and you're able to see what you need to do when you're reversing. So that works great. Now, if you need a step-by-step on how to install this dash cam, and especially that red wire, I'll put a link in the top right for you. Now, during the backup motion, you'll be able to see the grid lines display to help you back up into parking spots. Now, these grid lines are also adjustable. And there's like a little symbol on the left side of the screen. I think it's a plus symbol. And you could do it up to 4 times. And then the grid lines go up or down based on what you need it at. Next, we're going to go over WDR technology, which is also known as a wide dynamic range. And this has actually enhanced the nighttime vision of your dash cam. Now, the WDR technology helps produce high quality videos during the day and night. This technology can effectively minimize glare distortion from vehicles behind you or the sun sign during the day. Now, if you're not sure what that really means, if you turn off the WDR technology, or you're not sure what it is. Now, if you're driving at night and you have vehicles coming at you, but on the left side or right side, depending on which side you're driving, the lights in front of you will shine like a flashlight right in front of you. And then that glare is what you'll see on your footage. Now, when you use WDR technology, it balances the lighting and where you could actually see details in front of you. This is the same thing as daytime. When you're driving and you got the sun facing you, again, that sun looks like a flashlight is shining on your footage. But the WDR technology balances all that for you. That's pretty much what WDR technology does. Next, I'm going to go over Smart Drive, which is your ADAS and BSD from your dashcam. Now, these two features are really like, and these features really work. Now, this is really why I bought this camera, because I wanted to test these features, because I know a lot of dash cams have some features, but with this price point, I wanted to put this to the test, and these features really work. Now, ADAS stands for Advanced Driver Assistance Systems, and the BSD stands for Blind Spot Detection. The ADAS technology is used to assist the driver during driving, and thereby reducing the possibilities of accidents. Now, the only drawback on this one is that you cannot use your 4K resolution. You have to drop it to 2.5 or 1080p. Now let's go over all the warnings, and I'm going to read you exactly what is said from the manual. Now, the FCW, which is also known as Forward Collision Warning. Now, this warns you of impending collision by detecting stopped or slow-moving vehicles ahead of your vehicles. PCW, which is Pedestrian Collision Warning, warns you of an imminent collision with a pedestrian or cyclist ahead of your vehicle, allowing you time to react. Now, the LDW, which is Lane Departure Warning. Now, this helps you avoid crashes due to drifting or departing your lane by detecting lane markers. So when you're driving and you start changing a lane, it'll let you know. This is also helps you with fatigue, or if you're tired, you worked a long shift and you start going to the next lane, it lets you know. It warns you. That's real good. Then you have the Headway Monitor Warning. Now, this warns you of an unsafe distance by consistently monitoring the distance to your vehicle ahead. Next, you have FMW, which is Forward Movement Warning. Now, this one consistently monitors the distance and speed of your vehicle ahead. Next, we're going to go over the BSD. Now, this intelligent blind spot detection warns you of an impending collision by monitoring the dangerous blind spots in your area for changing lanes or reversing. Now, if you would like to see any of the driving footage from the BSD or the ADAS, I'll put a link on the top right for you, and I'll show you all the driving footage and all the alerts that you have. Now, I want to let you know that the driving assistance really works, especially if you have teen drivers, elderly drivers, and fleet drivers. And with this price point and being a 12-inch dash cam, I was pretty happy about this, and you will too. Now, this also comes with voice control, which you could give it commands, and rather than you going to the menu, even though it's touchscreen, you could do it all by voice commands. It gives you 8 voice commands to allow you to stop or start the recording, take a still picture, and etc.
Turn off screen.
Okay.
Turn on screen.
Okay.
Show front camera.
Okay.
Show rear camera.
Okay.
Show both cameras.
Okay.
Turn off audio.
Okay.
Show rear camera.
Okay.
Turn on audio.
Okay.
Take a photo. Take a photo. Take a photo. Lock the video.
Okay.
Now you see this, how it turned to yellow on the top left. The yellow represents that it's been a locked file. Lock the video.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the lock and turn that off, and you see how it turns red. Red indicates it's not locked file. Lock the file. Lock the video.
Okay.
and you see how it turns back to yellow. So there you go. That's how that functions usefully. This also has GPS tracking. The built-in GPS accurately records your driving location and route information, provides more detailed and reliable evidence in case of an accident. Now you can view your driving route and tracker by the dedicated GPS player. And stay tuned for that, because I'm going to go over all that GPS player in another video. So make sure you subscribe and you like this video. This video was helpful for you. Now this also comes with loop recording, which allows you to overwrite the oldest video to ensure that you have continuous recording when the memory card reaches its full. Now this is great where you don't have to format your dashcam every other day. Now you do have to format your dashcam eventually. Usually, depending on what you're setting, you put your G sensor at. Now if you put it on high, you pretty much got to format it every month. But we'll go over that later. But you really need to watch this video, which I have on the top right for you. It goes over loop recording because loop recording and G sensor go hand in hand. In order to have space for your loop recording, your G sensor needs to allow you to have space because it's constantly locking files. But let's go over G sensor now. Now G sensor will automatically detect a collision or a shake and lock that current video. Now this video would not be overridden by loop recording. Now, what is all these shakes? A shake is hard braking, potholes, or even speed bumps. Now, depending what you set your G sensor on will increase your lock files. All right, this is what I'm talking about when we're talking about loop recording and G sensor about lock files. The more lock files you have, the more space it takes from your SD card, which then your loop recording is limited. That's why I encourage you to buy the maximum SD card allowed. If it's 128, 256, whatever it is, buy that one. Because this will give you more space for lock files and more space for your loop recording. Because you want to be driving and you never formatted your SD card and you have a lot of lock files and there's no room to record. So buying the maximum SD card will help you with that. Now, but you still need to format your micro SD card eventually. Now, I know I'm saying micro SD card and SD card, but I'm referring to the micro SD card. Now, loop recording and G sensor go hand in hand. So I encourage you to watch that loop recording video, and then I have one for G sensor, which I'll put a link in the top right for you. Because there's a lot of information that you need to know when you have a dashcam. It's not simply just install it and then put it in there, press record, that's it. No, there's more work to it. In order to capture these collisions or these loop recordings, for instance, that you want to see, if you're going on a road trip and you want to record all the scenery, well, then you need to have room. So that's why I encourage you to watch these videos. But let's move on now. Next, we're going to go over 24 parking monitoring. Now, parking monitoring enables the dashcam front and rear camera to start recording a locked video for about 20 seconds. Once the G sensor encounters a collision during parking. Now the dashcam needs to have power for parking monitoring to work. This will require a Hardwire Kit to take advantage of parking monitoring. Now, because once you turn off your vehicle, the camera turns off and it will not turn back on until the vehicle restarts. A Hardwire Kit will keep the dashcam recording 24 hours a day. Now, what is a Hardwire Kit? The vehicle Hardwire Kit is connected to the car battery or fuse box power, which can uninterruptedly supply power for the dashcam for 24 hours. It can even supply power when the car is turned off. If the voltage of your car drops to 11.6 volts or 12.0 volts, the regulator will cut the power off, which leaves you enough power to start your vehicle, which means that your battery will still be good and it's not going to die on you. Now, if you need more information on how to install the Hardwire Kit, I'll put a link in the top right for you. Now, this dashcam also comes with timestamp, which you could turn this off or on. I'll encourage you to leave it on because it'll put that timestamp on your footage. That way, when you're reviewing footage, you got the time and the date on it. Next, you have audio off or on, which pretty much turns off the audio inside your cabin. It's pretty much your discretion on what you would like to do. Now, this dashcam comes with a 32 gigabyte micro SD card. Now, that comes for free. Now, this one supports up to 256 micro SD card, and I encourage you to buy that one, again, for loop recording and G sensor. Now, you could use a 32 gigabyte micro SD card as a backup. You get that and you put that in your glove box. But put that in a larger bag, that way you won't get lost in case you need to use that for any reasons. Now, also what's a great feature about this dashcam that it comes with a power socket that has a USB slot in it That way, if you only have one power socket, well, you could still charge your cell phone with it. So that's pretty good. Now, if you notice this video, I always said there's a link in the top right, link in the top right, link in the top right. Because JD Answers, we give you all the information you need to know about dash cams. So I encourage you to subscribe to this channel and select all notifications because I have more videos of this dash cam coming soon. If you're interested in this product, I'll put links in the description down below. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section down below and I'll get back to you. If this video was helpful for you, please give me that thumbs up. You know, I appreciate that from you. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.